Blizzard have gone absolutely full meme here, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. This is the GOAT Brigitte skin. This skin is to, well, it's to highlight the very famous comp, which arguably ruined Overwatch last year. Now, I've got one thing to say about GOATs. You guys know, right? I've spoken about GOATs loads on the channel in the past. GOATs was a really technical comp, and I was actually really lucky because I got to see 7 Lions use GOATs to great effect back in the 2018 Overwatch World Cup, which shows you how old this is. So from end of 2018 all the way through 2019, we were basically looking at GOATs comp as the most powerful pro-level comp in the game. Then, of course, 222 came out, and it destroyed GOATs comp. However, GOATs comp was really technical and really interesting to watch on a super technical level if you knew what you were looking for, but you had to have been some sort of ultra hardcore player or fan to even know what to look for. Things like when Zarya uses a bubble, that is like so crucial in GOATs comp. Anyway, nobody really cared about that, and it was really boring to watch, and it made Overwatch League a bit bloody boring. So what have Blizzard decided to do? Oh, I know. Let's make a Brigitte GOAT skin that you can buy. Now, if we just ignore all of that stuff about GOATs and whatever, the skin itself, probably Brig's best skin, to be honest. She's got an amazing hairstyle, and the skin looks amazing. Great color as well. This skin just looks good. It looks like a good skin. If there's one thing Blizzard always do, it's make good skins. But yeah, this is the GOAT Brigitte skin. It will be available from February the 6th to the 16th, as you guys can see on the screen. So yeah, I'll probably be picking it up. But yeah, I don't know whether I agree with this trend of like, what we're going to see next? Like a dive skin? Well, I mean, that was like ancient. I just don't know. I don't know. But it's fun, right? Yeah. We all know the Australian bushfires have been absolutely devastating to Australia, and the relief efforts are ongoing now. It is a really dire situation in Australia, and a bunch of game companies have been banding together to produce items in their games which they can sell and then give all of the money to Australian charities that are trying to help with the damage the fires have caused. Now, we called for a Junkrat and a Roadhog skin to be implemented into Overwatch. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, and we've got a bit of an interesting tweet here from Kayla Glover, and now she's part of the Overwatch Contenders team. She's not a developer as such, but obviously she's part of the Overwatch team. But what she says is very logical, and this is very in line with what I said in a previous video where we put forward the idea of supporting the Australian wildfires with a very special Overwatch skin, and that is that essentially the devs can't make the stuff that fast. Like, how could they literally make a skin within a week or 2 weeks? It's going to be very difficult for them to do that. And this is what happens. So Dillian O'Donnell says, it would be cool if Play Overwatch implemented a Junkrat or Roadhog skin that, if you purchase, proceeds would go to helping the Australian bushfires. And Kayla Glover responded to this and says, it would be, but in-game skins aren't planned, designed, tested, and implemented that quickly in any quality dev cycle. Though Blizzard did start matching all employee donations retroactively too to help, so that's something at least. So this is good news. Obviously, Dillian O'Donnell is legit RC, which is a professional Overwatch player. Anyway, but yeah, it's good to see that Blizzard are matching this, but it's not quite to the same level of even what Activision Blizzard have done with other games. Call of Duty has a very special Outback pack you can buy, and all the proceeds have been going to the Australian wildfire relief. I think actually that pack, now don't quote me on this because I don't play Call of Duty, but I think that pack was just available anyway, and they decided to send all of the profits from that to the Australian bushfires because of course it's the Outback themed pack. Also, when you look at games like Destiny, they've done a very similar thing as well. In-game stuff you can buy, and then you get it goes towards charity, which is a good initiative to have. I think the thing we've got with Overwatch is we remember the BCRF thing for Mercy, and that was amazing. That was such a well thought out campaign, raised millions and millions of dollars. I think we would like to have seen that, but obviously it's such a fast turnaround, it's probably not going to happen. So yeah, sounds unfortunate, but yeah, this is incredible. This is a custom firefighter hog skin, and what I really like about this is look at the belly. The tattoo is a koala. It is amazing. So if that was in the game, oh my god. In fact, Blizzard, just get in contact with this artist and say, hey, give me your stuff and we'll just turn it into a model in the game. Get on with it, right? It could be beautiful. But yeah, if something like that happened, it would be actually incredible to see. But you should go and check out Armando on Twitter. Loads of amazing concept skins there as well. Great artist. Next up, we've got probably the best piece of Overwatch merch that's ever been produced. An actual usable piece of Overwatch merchandise. So it's a stress ball. That's right, Overwatch Stress Balls are now being sold. You've got Zenyatta, you've got Diva, you've got Junkrat, and you've got a Tracer one. Now, the Junkrat one is pretty good. I probably wouldn't want to squeeze one of his grenades. Same goes for the pulse bomb. Probably wouldn't want to squeeze that. The Zen ball as well actually looks really good. The Diva one is a bit weird, but it's Diva, so whatever. It's the thing which hangs off a bunny blaster. You can get that in a little keyring. In fact, I've got that as a keyring, which is either sad or amazing, depends how you take that. But yeah, probably the best piece of merchandise they've ever made, which is very usable because if you play a few games of Overwatch, you will actually lose your mind. This is Overwatch Competitive as well, which, by the way, I've been playing Overwatch Competitive quite a lot recently. I won 10 games. I actually won 10 games on the bounce. No, I won 9 games and there was a draw. I tried to play today and I've lost 3 games. And the first game was lost because there was a leaver on my team. The second game was pretty close, to be honest. In the third game, I can't even remember. But now I'm not playing Overwatch anymore. I'm making a video. So that tells you all you need to know. I need one of these stress balls. So to jump back onto Overwatch League for a second, there's these new in-game sprays which are being given to people if they attend the home stands. Now, we can see 2 of them here in the image. We've got NYXL and what I believe is Dallas Fuel. It looks like the Dallas logo. I think that's Dallas Fuel, the eyeball thing. Bit weird, but whatever. The train, obviously, is New York City. That's a subway carriage. I've had the privilege or the pleasure of going on one of them, although I don't really think it's much of a pleasure. It was a pretty dirty train, to be honest. I was going to say I'm used to the tube in London, but the tube in London is so small. Like, the trains on the New York subway are way better. They're massive. Anyway, right, these things are going to come out. And the key information with these skins is they're coming out in batches. So when you go to a homestand event, you will get all of the skins for the teams involved in that event. So this is what they say. To get your exclusive team spray, you must attend a home match. Fans who come out to support their team at any of the team's homestand weekend events will be able to redeem the sprays in-game. Home teams will provide additional details about how to claim sprays via codes at their venues. But it gets even better. When you attend a home match, not only will you receive the host team sprays, but you will also receive the team sprays for the 9 other teams in that batch. So you will get 10 sprays total. For example, if you attend the Dragons home match in Shanghai during week 2 or week 24, not only would you get the Dragons team spray, but you would also get all 9 other sprays from batch 1. It's the same with batch 2. If you attend a Defiant home match in Toronto for week 11 or week 27, you will receive the Defiant team spray along with 9 other sprays in the batch. There you go. But it does say, please note, simply buying a ticket will not get you access to team sprays. It says you much here. great. Well, you Blizzard. It doesn't even make sense. It should say you must, not much. You must attend the match in person to acquire a code to redeem the team spray. So how did I not notice that the first time I read that through? Anyway, I must be blind. The codes will be redeemable on battle.net following an update game patch. All right, cool. So these are fine, right? I think these are nice. It's a little bit of extra stuff. The thing with Overwatch League is, though, I wish there was more in-game stuff for actually going to an event. I don't know about you guys, right? But I don't really care too much about buying loads of physical merch for the teams that I support. Like, I want to just get something funky. You know, like, imagine if you had, like, a patch which attached to your, I don't know, to all of your characters in the game, like a badge or something, or I guess like editing the skins might be difficult, but I suppose sprays is the decent way of doing it. But like, what about a player icon, you know, which just is like, hey, I attended this event. Something like that I think would be a lot cooler than just buying a, I don't know, a shirt or whatever. But that's just me. Maybe you guys are different. Let me know in the comments below. So staying on with Overwatch League, we've got some information here from esportscharts. Now, what they've done is they've taken the most popular esports leagues of 2019 based on hours watched and airtime. So the amount of hours the league was live and the amount of people that watched or hours watched. So this isn't concurrent viewership. This isn't like 100,000 people watch this event for half an hour. What it does is it works out hours watched based on airtime. So it's how long the league has been live and how many hours of content have been consumed by the viewers. Now, I know this sounds a bit complicated, but this graph is a little bit weird because what it's got here, number 1 is Overwatch League. It says Overwatch League has been on air for 626 hours in 2019, which is a ridiculous amount of time when you think about it. A lot of games. I mean, Overwatch League suffers from the problem of there's a lot of games that just don't mean anything. So, yeah. Are people really watching those games? Are people just watching them to get the free tokens to then buy, like, the Brigitte GOAT skin? I don't know. Maybe they are. Anyway, the total number of watch hours is 75.9 million. The next up, you've got the LCK. So this is a League of Legends league. It's the Korean league for League of Legends. This is 71.1 million. But then the next one is the the European League for League of Legends. This is 51.4 million. So when you combine those two together, well, that's quite a bit more than than Overwatch combined. And this doesn't even include the finals for League of Legends, which obviously is massive, which is Worlds, and which just has like incredible viewership. So this thing is a little bit weird. What I find a bit weird here is how low CSGO is. I thought CSGO would be a bit higher, but again, this is only looking at the ESL Pro League, etc., etc. So these figures are, yes, they're impressive, but you've got to remember there's a lot of content here for Overwatch. And it's, I don't know, it's like, I always feel like I'm sitting here going, this can't be real. Obviously it is if these statistics are to be believed. But are you guys surprised by that? Honestly, I'm a bit surprised by that. I didn't think it would be as high as this. But again, the way this info has been packaged is a little bit, not misleading, but it's packaged in a way so it looks like Overwatch is the biggest one. Whereas even on this chart here, the second and third place, it's essentially the same game. So it would be like saying Overwatch League, Pacific Division, Atlantic Division, and splitting that up kind of thing in a way. Although it's kind of not like that, but it kind of is. It's the same game. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Interesting stuff, though. Yeah. All right, guys, that's about wraps it up for the news update for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, then remember you can like the video, click the bell, join the notification squad, and do spam me first. In fact, I've been looking at the comments on the videos to see who gets the first post, and often I will respond underneath with "you are first," because I see, guys, who is first, because I'm looking at the video before it goes live. I've got the power of the uploader thing. Anyway, guys, all right, I've been Stylosa, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.